The day, October 12, 2023. Excitement was mounting in the Dragon Ball community. The tension was palpable. It had been 5 whole ass years since the last arc of Dragon Ball Super ended. We just knew that we would be finally getting the Moro arc animated. Today was the day of the big announcement, and then Dragon Ball Daima. A trailer for a new Dragon Ball series that no one asked for. Now don't get me wrong, this video isn't to diss Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's my childhood and I love every bit of Dragon Ball. Well, mostly. But that being said, at this point it's kind of obvious that Dragon Ball is a shell of its former self. The manga and anime are not pushing the boundaries like they were 28 years ago. There have been highlights. Battle of the Gods was a great reintroduction to the series. Ressurection of F was not the best but still a solid film, and Broly gave us a more fleshed out version of the legendary Super Saiyan. But now that the manga is doing its own version of the Dragon Ball Super superhero arc, lots of fans have complaints. The Dragon Ball fanbase was holding its breath for the long awaited Moro arc, and we got Daima. And honestly, I'm gonna watch it. Every single person complaining knows damn well they're gonna sit down next fall and watch Goku and company all get turned into kids. Now, the biggest complaint so far is Goku's been turned into a child, which already happened in GT, and people are saying that Toei and Akira Toriyama are rehashing ideas. All we know is that everyone gets turned into a younger version of themselves. And so far that is kind of all we have to go on, other than the fact that Akira Toriyama has actually returned to pilot the helm of Dragon Ball once again. This is very promising. Dragon Ball Z was action-oriented, but at the same time, the way it weaved story and action was unmatched and very creative. The battle was the spectacle. However, the plot still progressed around the battle, which made the stakes feel higher and the payoff worth it. Totally Not Mark points this out perfectly in his video, The Day Dragon Ball Died.
During the original run of Dragon Ball in the 80s and 90s, Akira Toriyama was forced to fly by the seat of his pants as a writer, making up the story as he went along, sometimes week to week, based on the responses from his editor or audience. This had the unintentional benefit of injecting narrative twists and snappy pacing into each subsequent chapter that was released. And due to a large amount of the runtime of the series comprising itself of fighting, he had to find a way of weaving story beats and drama into the DNA of the fights themselves in order to progress the story along.
Dragon Ball Super fails to do the same. The story leads up to the big battle and the focus stays on the battle while the story takes a back seat. Another issue is that Goku is basically brain dead in Dragon Ball Super. In Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z it comes off as naive. However, in Dragon Ball Super, fans have pointed out Goku is now basically brain dead and he's used for gags.
Just how much brain damage do you have?
Despite its issues, Dragon Ball Super was still good. It was just dumb fun. We enjoyed the Universe 6 arc, Black Goku arc,
Big lead murderer! Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
and the Tournament of Power. Dragon Ball Super was very successful and the series finale even crashed Crunchyroll servers. So Dragon Ball Daima isn't the Moro arc, but it looks like we'll be getting something special for the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. I also really want to see the next 2 arcs animated, but that isn't going to stop me from giving Dragon Ball Daima a chance. And it shouldn't stop you either. If this is canon, it could be a chance to revamp the series in a way we haven't seen since Dragon Ball Z. If Dragon Ball has died, maybe this could be the way to correct course. But what are your feelings about Dragon Ball Daima? Are you excited? Angry? What do you think the plot is? Just leave a comment below. If you can, I'm currently trying to build up $1 and $3 patrons. If you can't contribute anything that way, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on this video. That's definitely a way to help out and support. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.